Holding on to anger is like holding burning coals. Imagine holding burning coals in your hand. You clench your fist tighter, refusing to let go. The heat intensifies, scorching your skin. Anger is like those burning coals. Holding onto it only hurts us. It burns within, causing pain and suffering. Forgiveness is the act of releasing those coals, letting go of the burning anger that keeps us from inner peace. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means choosing to heal. It means choosing to let go of the pain that binds us to the past. It is a gift we give ourselves, a pathway to freedom and inner peace. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. Many people think that forgiving someone means that we are excusing their hurtful actions, or that we are saying what they did was acceptable. This is a common misconception. We may believe it means condoning hurtful actions. This is not true. Forgiveness does not mean that we are okay with what happened, or that we are willing to let it happen again. It is not about giving the other person a free pass. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It is a deeply personal act that is more about our own well-being and mental health. It is about taking control of our own emotions and deciding not to let anger and resentment dictate our lives. It is about freeing ourselves from the grip of anger and resentment. When we hold on to these negative emotions, they can consume us, affecting our mental and physical health. Letting go of these feelings can be incredibly liberating. Forgiveness acknowledges the pain caused. It does not deny or minimize the hurt we have experienced. Instead, it allows us to confront that pain head-on and to understand its impact on our lives. It recognizes the wrong that was done. By acknowledging the wrongdoing, we validate our own feelings and experiences. This is an important step in the healing process, but it also chooses to release the hold that pain has on our hearts. Holding on to pain can keep us stuck in the past, unable to move forward. Forgiveness allows us to break free from this cycle. Like releasing smoke from a chimney, we let go of the anger and resentment that cloud our judgment and poison our well-being. Just as smoke can obscure our vision, these negative emotions can prevent us from seeing the beauty and opportunities in our lives. Forgiveness does not erase the past. The events that caused us pain will always be a part of our history. However, forgiveness changes how we relate to those events. It allows us to see them from a different perspective. It transforms our relationship to it. Instead of being a source of ongoing pain, the past can become a source of strength and learning. We can grow from our experiences and use them to become better, more compassionate people. We can choose to carry the pain, or we can choose to release it. This choice is always ours to make. By choosing to release the pain, we take a powerful step towards healing and personal growth. This release opens the door to healing and inner peace. When we let go of anger and resentment, we make room for positive emotions like love, joy, and contentment. This is the true power of forgiveness. Empathy is a powerful tool for forgiveness. It allows us to bridge the gap between our own experiences and those of others, creating a pathway to understanding and healing. When we cultivate empathy, we open our hearts and minds to the stories and struggles of those around us. When we try to understand the other person's perspective, we open ourselves to compassion. This act of stepping outside of our own viewpoint and into someone else's shoes can transform our relationships and our world. It requires us to listen deeply, to observe without judgment, and to connect with the emotions and experiences of others. Everyone carries their own pain and history. Each person we encounter has a unique story shaped by their past experiences, cultural background, and personal struggles. These stories often remain hidden beneath the surface, influencing their actions and reactions in ways we may not immediately understand. Their actions, even hurtful ones, often stem from their own wounds. When someone behaves in a way that causes us pain, it is often a reflection of their own inner turmoil. By recognizing this, we can begin to see beyond the hurtful behavior and acknowledge the underlying pain that drives it. Imagine stepping into their shoes, seeing the world through their eyes. This exercise in empathy can be challenging, but it is also profoundly rewarding. It allows us to gain insight into the motivations and emotions of others, fostering a deeper connection and understanding. Perhaps they acted out of fear, insecurity, or their own past traumas. These emotions can drive people to act in ways that are hurtful or destructive, not because they intend to cause harm, but because they are struggling with their own pain. By recognizing this, we can approach them with greater compassion and patience. Understanding their perspective does not excuse their actions. It is important to hold people accountable for their behavior, but empathy allows us to do so with a sense of compassion and understanding. It helps us to see the complexity of human behavior and the many factors that contribute to it. But it can help us to cultivate compassion and release some of the anger we hold. Holding on to anger and resentment can be toxic, both for ourselves and for our relationships. By practicing empathy, we can begin to let go of these negative emotions and replace them with understanding and compassion. Empathy allows us to see the humanity in everyone, even those who have hurt us. It reminds us that we are all human, all capable of making mistakes, and all deserving of compassion. This perspective can be incredibly healing, both for ourselves and for those around us. It reminds us that we are all interconnected, all doing our best with the tools we have. Our actions and behaviors are influenced by a multitude of factors, many of which are beyond our control. By recognizing this, we can approach others with greater empathy and understanding. This understanding can be a powerful catalyst for forgiveness. When we see the humanity in others and recognize the pain that drives their actions, we can begin to forgive. This does not mean condoning their behavior, but rather, it means letting go of our own anger and resentment and finding a path to healing and reconciliation. The past is gone. It is but a collection of memories, some sweet, some bitter, that shape who we are today. Yet, it is important to remember that these memories, no matter how vivid, are just that, memories. They are not our present reality. The future is yet to come. It is a realm of endless possibilities, dreams, and aspirations. However, it is also a place of uncertainty and unknowns. We often find ourselves worrying about what might happen, creating scenarios in our minds that may never come to pass. The only moment we truly have is the present. This very second, this breath, this heartbeat. It is in this moment that life unfolds, offering us the chance to experience it fully. The present is where we can find true peace and contentment. Dwelling on past hurts keeps us trapped in a cycle of pain and resentment. These negative emotions can cloud our judgment and prevent us from seeing the beauty and opportunities that lie before us. It is like carrying a heavy burden that weighs us down, making it difficult to move forward. It prevents us from experiencing the peace and joy available in the here and now. When we are preoccupied with past grievances, we miss out on the simple pleasures of life, the laughter of children, the warmth of a shared meal, the serenity of a quiet moment. When we find ourselves ruminating on past hurts, we can gently guide our attention back to the present moment. This practice of mindfulness helps us to break free from the chains of the past and embrace the present with open arms. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel right now? Engaging our senses in the present moment can be a powerful tool to ground ourselves. The vibrant colors of a market, the aroma of traditional food, the sounds of laughter and conversation, all these sensory experiences anchor us in the now. Focusing on our senses grounds us in the present and allows us to step out of the cycle of painful thoughts. It is a way to reconnect with the world around us and appreciate the richness of our immediate experience. The present moment is a gift. It is a precious opportunity to live fully and authentically. By being present, we can cultivate a sense of gratitude for the here and now, recognizing the beauty and wonder that exists in every moment. By embracing it fully, we free ourselves from the weight of the past and open ourselves to the possibility of healing and forgiveness. In this space of presence, we can find the strength to let go of old wounds and make room for new beginnings. The present moment is our only true home, a sanctuary where we can find peace, joy, and a deeper connection to ourselves and others. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It is about observing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations with gentle awareness. When we practice mindfulness, we create space between ourselves and our emotions. Imagine your anger as a storm cloud. Mindfulness is like a gentle breeze, gradually dispersing the clouds and revealing the blue sky behind. We observe the anger without getting swept away by it. We acknowledge its presence without judgment and allow it to pass naturally. Through mindfulness, we learn to ride the waves of our emotions without being consumed by them. This practice helps us to release negative emotions, including anger and resentment, and cultivates a sense of inner peace. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of courage and strength. It takes courage to face our pain, to acknowledge the wrong that was done, and to choose to let go. This act of courage liberates us from the past and allows us to move forward with a lighter heart. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the chains of anger and resentment. We open ourselves to healing and growth. We create space for compassion, understanding, and even love to blossom in our hearts. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It is a path to inner peace, personal growth, and a more fulfilling life.